Hello, on the 31st of August 2023, this 20-year-old guy by name Ridwan killed his father for money rituals. He killed his father by using a rope to strangle him to death. After killing his father, he proceeded to cut off the body parts which the ritualist had asked him to cut off out of his father's body. These parts were the larynx and also 4 teeth out of his father's mouth. To use these parts for money rituals so that he can become wealthy. This all happened in Ishoku in Ijebu local government area of Ogun State, Nigeria. Guys, if you're new here, please subscribe, like, comment and share. Please subscribe so that we can get up to 1,000 subscriptions, and do not forget to like. By that this video can go viral, and also do not forget to share this video to create awareness amongst your family members and friends. Without further ado, let's get into this crime story. 20-year-old Ridwan was being born in a wonderful home filled with so much love and care from both of his parents. He was born to his father, Mr. Ishahu, and his mother's name wasn't given by the news report. He grew up and went to school as most other kids too. But he met his demise when he started making friends with scammers. And his scammer friends were so wealthy. And he became so jealous of the fact that they were so wealthy. And he started asking questions. Now mind you, when he started befriending these scammers at a very young age, his father had warned him that he does not want to see him around these boys. That these boys are bad people and they are not good for him. And him befriending them, that means he's going to go astray in life. But Ridwan did not listen to his father Ishao. Ridwan instead continued befriending the scammers. So he continued pressuring his scammer friends to tell him how they make their money. And they finally revealed it to them that they had to give ritual blood sacrifice to a ritualistic doctor who used the blood sacrifice and the body parts which he had demanded of them to make incantations in order to make sure that they become wealthy in their scamming business. So his friends finally took him to go meet this ritualistic doctor. And this ritualist's name is Baba Kekere. His friends introduced him to Baba Kekere, and Baba Kekere told him that in order for you to become wealthy in scamming business, you have to give your father for blood sacrifice. That is, you have to kill your father and you have to cut off your father's private part. And also pluck 4 teeth out of your father's mouth and bring it to me so that I can use it to cook ritualistic concoctions for you to become wealthy in this scamming business. After hearing that from the ritualist, he immediately became so scared. But his friends kind of like manned him up and said, "You are a man, you are going to do this. There is no problem in it. Immediately after doing this, you become so wealthy like us." So he proceeded to lure his father in an uncompleted building where he used a rope and strangled his father to death. And when he finally saw that his father had died, he proceeded to take off a knife to cut off his father's private part, that is the larynx, and proceeded to remove 4 teeth out of his father's mouth. Immediately as he was removing these parts from his father's body, the police were undergoing their normal annual patrol throughout the streets and the neighborhoods and also the bushes around the city of Ishoku, where they heard a loud cry in an uncompleted building. So they decided to go see what was going on in the uncompleted building. When they went there, they saw Mr. Ishahu, that is Ridwan's father, in the pool of his own blood, with his private part, that is his larynx, cut off from his body and 4 of his teeth plucked out of his mouth. The police started carrying out their investigation of who must have killed Mr. Ishahu and plucked out these organs out of Mr. Ishahu's body. And when they carried out their investigation, it led them to Mr. Ishahu's son, that is Ridwan. Under hard interrogation, Ridwan finally confesses to the killing of his father. Said he had seen how his friends were spending money, so he became so jealous of his friends and he wanted to enter the line of business which they were in, that is a scammer business. And his friend told him that in order for him to become wealthy, he has to go visit a ritualist by name Baba Kekere, and Baba Kekere will ask him to give a blood sacrifice, of which when he gives that blood sacrifice and cut off the organs out of the dead body of that blood sacrifice, Baba Kekere is going to use that to make a concoction for him to become wealthy. So the Ogun State Police furthermore asked him the whereabouts of Baba Kekere, but he refused to give an answer about the whereabouts of Baba Kekere, and the Ogun Police also asked him about the whereabouts of these friends. According to the news report, he started naming names of these friends, and now the Ogun Police is out there looking for these friends of his. So guys, this is crazy. I would like to get your thoughts down in the comment section. Now guys, this is a news article of this true crime story. Now I'm not telling lies here. You guys can see it for yourself. So this is crazy. This blows my mind totally. The state of Ogun should be named the ritualist state of Nigeria. That state has got so many ritualist cases of people being killed for ritualistic purpose. of a father killing his son, cut off his private parts, his body parts, to use it to make satanic concoctions, to become wealthy, of sons killing fathers, killing mothers, to use their private parts or their body parts to use for satanic ritualistic purpose to become wealthy. So this is so crazy. This is so crazy. Like, this 20-year-old boy Ridwan should be immediately be given the death penalty. There is this part of me saying that he's still a very young person, but a person at his age knows right from wrong. If a child can go right up to that extent to visit a ritualist, and the ritualist even tell him that you have to kill your father who brought you into this world for money rituals, and you proceeded to kill your father for money rituals in order for you to become wealthy by cutting off your father's private part and also plucking out 4 teeth out of your father's mouth. It's crazy. This is a very evil-minded child, and for him to do this at the age of 20, it is even shocking, because what do you need at the age of 20? At the age of 20, you're still living in your father's house, and your father has to take care of you financially, all your school needs, your feeding, your clothing, and everything. Like, what do you need? Why should you be desperate as if you have a family which you have to take care of? You have to provide food for your children, you have to provide housing for your children, and that is why you went up to the extent of killing your father for satanic money rituals. Now, I don't want to say what caused him to kill his father is ignorance. This is not ignorance. For you to kill someone, there is no ignorance in that. This is plain sight evil. And this guy isn't a minor. This guy isn't a 5-year-old. This guy isn't a 6-year-old. This guy isn't a 7-year-old. This guy is a 20-year-old. He can reason properly, and his reasoning faculties are intact and so mature for him to really know that what he was doing was evil. It was against morality. So it's crazy. I believe this guy should be given the death penalty. That is how I see it. What do you guys think? I'd like to get your thoughts down at the comment section too. And I also want the Ogun State Police to mount pressure on this guy so that he can reveal where this Baba Kikere lives, so that they can also arrest him and kill him. Then the Ogun State Police should not relent their efforts of looking for these other friends of him who led him into this ritualistic guy who told him to kill his father for blood sacrifice. So that is my thoughts on these guys. I'd like to get your thoughts on these too. I love you all, but know Jesus Christ loves you more. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye.